Okay. My name is Mitch Braff. I'm the founder and CEO of LiquidView. And before I talk about LiquidView as a product, I want to talk a little bit about my story and what brought me here to Marin Sonoma Impact Ventures versus this. If we're the Cleveland Impact Ventures, it would be a different story. Specifically, this is me in second grade. I moved to Marin between kindergarten and first grade. And in sixth grade, my teacher, Mrs. Buck, had a dark room, and that changed my life because I fell in love with photography. And I went to Redwood High School, very happy about that. Go Redwood, go Giants. And at the same time, I was on the school paper, and I did more photography, and I really fell in love with that. And combination of seeing Star Wars, it really got me excited about film. And I went to UC Santa Barbara and I studied film, and I came back, and this is still my Marin story. I got into the Mill Valley Film Festival with my first film. But then I found doing that, it was hard to make a living as a documentary filmmaker in the Bay Area. And so I started a corporate communications company. We did a lot of work for a lot of big brands. And then about 5 years ago, I started a company called Liquid Canvas. We make these very cool video art installations, and our first one was actually at the Battery in San Francisco. And working at Liquid Canvas, I had a client that had this amazing house in Pacific Heights. Still has the house, I should say. And this is the picture of his dining room, right? Beautiful high-end home, but outside the dining room windows is the side of his neighbor's house. And he talked to me about what can I do to improve the view? So we talked about putting a custom digital window where he could look at anything he wanted and he could change the view. It turned out, for a long story short, it didn't work out for this project, but it got me thinking that what if we could make a digital window, and not to put it in a window, but maybe to put it in a wall instead? Because having lived in San Francisco, especially after college, even the nice place that I had, right, a flat, the master bedroom, the window was a light well inside. And out the window, we could see the side of our neighbor's house. And looking at, there's about 3 billion people living in urban areas, or will soon be, in the world. And most of them do not have good views. And this is a problem in residential as well as commercial environments. And so, started LiquidView. And so the idea is that we could take a wall and we could put we could take an actual looking window, and we got very lucky, and IDEO is our design partner. So we got to work with the IDEO, and we worked with architects and interior designers and made this amazing digital window that goes inside a wall, right? And so the idea, it has to look like a window, and with the background that I have as film and bringing the team, that we're able to shoot different views from around the country now and ultimately around the world. So this is a view shot from the 32nd floor of the Essex House in New York, and we have this beautiful view of Central Park. And this is a view not only for, it's 24 hours, and it syncs to the time of day, which means that this is our IP. So if you're looking here, this is a view we have in northern Oahu. And if it's approximately 2 o'clock in Sonoma, and you were looking at this, you'd see it at 2 o'clock. If you're looking at this view in New York, you would see it at 5 o'clock. If you're looking at it in Paris, you'd see it around 10 o'clock at night. So the system knows where it's installed. It knows the longitude and latitude. It looks up that day, and then will then make the day longer or shorter depending what day of the year. And this is a view, I should say, we shot, was our first view at Rodeo Beach, still trying to keep this local. One of my favorite views. And this is a view, I should say, of Sausalito, still trying to point to this local area. And so our go-to-market, there are many different locations where we could put this product. We've talked to architects and interior designers. You can see in residential, in commercial, as people are trying to bring people back to the offices, we've talked to companies where they're trying to upgrade their space to make it more convenient, better for people to come into. We've had inbound calls from hospitals. They're trying to remodel. Not everyone could have a beautiful hospital like Marin General and have these beautiful windows. And so the idea to cost-effectively upgrade hospitals is an option now with our product. And hospitality, we're actually going to be installing in the Battery this week, so we're very excited. So if anybody goes to the Battery, you could see our window on the second floor there. So we think there's a lot of opportunities. And finally, and trying to be respectful with the time, right now what we're focusing on is that we're getting more of these in design centers and showrooms. We're going to be opening up a New York showroom soon. This is a showroom we have in Aspen. And we're spending a lot of time adding views because ultimately we are a content company. We are using displays made by Sony, computers made by Intel, and we're focusing on content. We ultimately want to be the Netflix of ambient content as we build up our content library and have this available to all. And we are developing a very cool app called Spigot, and this will allow our customers to change their views with their iPhone. And so as we build this content, if you want to go from New York to Paris, whatever, you can change it. You could also change the volume, mute it at night, etc. If more information, please check out our website, the LiquidView. Zach, Mike, thank you for having me.